Good morning, people and peepettes. Hope everybody's well. Hope you're all nice and safe and warm and whatever. Anybody who knows me will know that I have like a lot of love and pride in the British care system. Having worked in it for many years, having had it look after my uncle who had learning disabilities and my grandparents and everything like that. But and having worked in the NHS, in a hospital as a healthcare assistant, as I've stated before on videos, I'm horrified at the state that the NHS itself within the hospitals has got to, and also the social care system that is now sadly lacking. Obviously, you know, without me diverting off subject too much, due to a lot of an influx of people demanding the use of our NHS and our social care services. But it's always been the case, some 30 odd years, 40 years since I started in care work, 44 to be roughly. But, you know, for many, many years it's been overrun, understaffed, underfunded, underbudgeted, and this is all across the care spectrum. And the easy way out of that is to employ cheap labour, lack of training for them, and cut corners, all the while somebody at the top is taking home several hundred thousand towards £1.3 million for some people, plus massive bonuses, and so on and so forth. And that's before we even get to talk about the doctor's service at the moment. So it's upsetting and distressing for me to have three care stories doing the rounds this morning. One is the Nottingham killer, Valdo Callaghan, who killed 19-year-old Barnaby Webster and 19-year-old Grace O'Malley Kumar and 65-year-old caretaker Ian Coates a couple of years ago. The NHS are withholding any information about him to protect his identity. Now, somebody must have authorised that. Why does it? And I don't know the exact facts, but I don't suppose it's just a case of putting it to one side. There's got to be like red tape put in place, which is obviously only cost money. It sickens me that these people who commit these atrocities, can demand privacy and their details to be withheld to protect them, their identity, their whatever state they're in. It sickens me. It's disgusting. Name shame and hang the bastards. Hang them. Convicted murderer of three people. Two 19-year-olds with the world at their feet, and a 65-year-old doing a job he enjoyed, coming to the end of his work career. Looking forward to a nice retirement life. Not that he got it under this Labour government, but again, that's aside. That's aside. The second story is a social care setting, and I didn't get all the details. I was faffing. But there's some nursing home elderly patient was found with maggots in an open wound. Now, I've worked with open wounds, and trust me, they're disgusting. From bed sores, like in the ankle, bum cheeks, absolutely vile. And apparently this report of maggots in a wound was made knowledgeable to a certain politician's team at the very least. But when it came to being questioned on the news, the politician knew nothing about it. So again, lack of continuity of evidence of you know, all the tracing and going back to where the root begins and the root problem is. Just wipe the social care service to one side, you know, it's all right. It's awful. It's awful. Yeah, when I was working with open wounds, if we never got that far, but if we ever saw any sign of any decay or decomposing of the flesh and the inner flesh around the wounds, and then on the outer flesh, we were straight onto whoever we needed to be onto to get that person everything that he or she needed. And my third story is a local one. And it bemuses me and baffles me. Lincolnshire's air ambulance has been out of action for over a week now. It's supposed to be ready to fly at 24/7. But it's been out of action due to, right, and this is amazing, due to an administrative oversight, which meant it wasn't insured or eligible to carry medication. That's like an ambulance turning up saying, oh, sorry, we're not actually insured to take you, but we've popped along. How can somebody in an organisation that runs air ambulances, I know they're all funded, funded by donations and whatever else, but how can somebody in that administrative team not realise their insurance for carrying medication wasn't valid? And it's taken over a week to revalidate it, and it's still not, as of this morning, it's still not up and flying. So anybody in rural Lincolnshire, and Lincolnshire is a rural sprawling county, anybody in rural Lincolnshire who is in a car crash or, well, anything that requires the air ambulance to take them to either Lincoln or Hull hospitals, they're the main two big ones. Some even come to Grimsby. And the air ambulance, well, they're going to have to wait for a road vehicle to turn up and then to navigate the surrounds of some of the ruralist parts of Lincolnshire. It's amazing. 3 stories, absolutely beyond explanation. All 3 of them are beyond explanation, in my opinion. But no doubt somebody will come out with an explanation, and then there will be lessons will be learned. We will learn from this. This won't happen again. We will put procedures in place. We will take steps to ensure that this kind of thing never happens again. It's just real after real after real, isn't it? Anyway, we'll on to something else in a bit. Great start to the morning. As always, look after yourselves. Look after your friends, your relatives, your neighbours, your elderly, people in your house, people around your table, people you talk to online, on the phone, even write letters if you're old school. Just take care of everybody. Look after yourselves as well. Stay safe. Stay proud. Stay loud. Peace.